Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm your host, the Last Chevalier, and you're welcome back to the second circle. Let's keep being flustered. Let's play as to Zdrada, the beach demon. Second circle. Zdrada stands on the porch, smoking a cigarette from her seemingly never-ending supply. Indolently, she exhales a great cloud of smoke, letting it disperse before acknowledging your presence. Hey there, Taker, how's it hanging? Quite well. Would you mind explaining why you haven't collected the garbage yet? Because I didn't want to? Who do you think I am? Currently a spoiled child. Me? A child? I'm not the one that sits around playing video games all day and shits on the neighbor's lawn. Or shits on the neighbor's lawn when they won't let her play with their cat. And yet, you are the one who consistently refuses to do the most basic of chores. Your back is so beautiful. If you want to ride someone's ass that badly, go talk to Modius. I'm sure she'll be down for it. This is non-negotiable, unless you're willing to sacrifice your pancake privilege. Shit, Taker, I got a better idea. How about instead of making me take out the trash, you just take me out instead? Unless you are misreading the situation, Zdrada actually wants you to go on a date? Nothing good can possibly come of this. Yeah, sure, why not? Nice, I get to pick the date side, right? Absolutely not. Now, if you don't mind, I got your job to do. I will take out the trash. So, Taker, where are we heading? I know a good smoker bar nearby. Up for a little smoke and choke? Can't. Last time we went there, you got thrown out for playing knifey finger with the regulars. You do know the object of that game is to avoid cutting yourself, right? Yeah, but I had a long day. I wasn't up for blue-balling myself just to win a game. That more Malinka's shit. You worry me. I'm recording, I have always the doubt. Yes, I'm recording. You worry me. Despite her provocative attitude, Zdrada company isn't entirely unpleasant. As you walk down the street, your conversation is anything but banal. Zdrada seems to delight in taking life itself down a peg, and anything in her vicinity she can't roast verbally, you have to step in to prevent her from roasting literally. Finally, you arrive at your destination. Well, here we are. Really? But this looks like a greenhouse? A fucking greenhouse? You were the person who was so eager to neglect her job. Now, you get to help me with mine. Lucifer's been complaining about the decor in the house, and has asked me to pick out something colorful to bring to brighten up the place. I got a quick save just in case. But does it have to be planned? But doesn't have to be plants. If you gave me some time, I could get you a nice goat. Properly arranged, those little bastards can really color the place up. You really don't want to know what she's talking about. We are sticking with plants for now. Probably something easy to take care of, like a harbor tie or a hedral helix. Fine, but after this, you and me are heading the town proper, you hear? Bored, Zdrada wanders off between the rows, aggressively belching clouds of smoke in the faces of helpless shoppers that stray too close to her. You content yourself with examining the ferns until... Hey, Taker, you gotta check this shit out. Turning, you see Zdrada aggressively brandishly small cactus up to you. Huh? What's the matter? You didn't tell me you had plants like this in the mortal world. It's just a cactus. You don't have them in hell? Nah, the ones we have in hell are fucking massive and covered in hollow needles that stab your body and suck out your... I think I get the picture. But what with the enthusiasm? I didn't have you painted as a botanist. As if. You're telling me you don't see the bedroom applications of this little sucker? To be honest, you're kind of glad you never considered it, and you certainly can't wait to never consider it again as soon as possible. Well, if you're interested in taking care of it, and promise not to bring it anywhere near the bed, I suppose you can have it. She wrinkles up her nose in disgust. Me? Take care of it? Hard pass on that front. Better put it back then. The demon girl once more retreats into the depths of the store, muttering obscenities and curses under her breath. You return to browsing, and eventually call over to an attendant to press for a question. Hello, sir. How can I help you? I'm looking for something hardy, a plant that can survive multiple attempts on its life, preferably fire and dog-proof, and if it can survive being fed on cheap vodka, that's also a plus. Before the attendants can answer, the automatic sprinkler lined the roof of the greenhouse kick in, spraying you and the attendant with icy water. The billowing black smoke of burning vegetation spews forth from one of the far islands as orange red flames leak over one of the farthest. Oh no, from out of nowhere, Zdrada appears beside you, toggling your arm. Man, such a shame about this place. It's such a nice vines. But we should probably leave now. You and I are going to have a talk about this later. Zdrada, what have you done? I love that with this girl I didn't have the chance to say if we wanted to have a date. We just go for it. Well, now that it's over and done with, you still up for going out to the town? I suppose so. What it's to be? Why, Taker, I'm so glad you ask. What follows is a series of entirely unique yet equally horrifying social indiscretions. By day's end, you have broke both your records of most bars visited in one day and most bars forcibly evicted from in the same day. The two of you stumble back to the house at an ungodly hour to find only one of its residents still up and active. Malina sits in a darkened living room, heavy-lidded eyes lit only to the I'm getting out of voice. Lit only by the blue light emanating from the game's console she's glued herself to. I will save here. You know, Malinka, you really shouldn't be up this late. All this blue light will make your fuck. You know, Malinka, you shouldn't be up this late. All this blue light will make your tits go flat. Malina signs in exasperation and pauses her game, turning to face her sister. Taking a swig from the paper wrapped over both bottle beside her, she straddles herself. You got something to say, Zdrada? Say it before you pass out in puddle of your own steak. Hey Malinka, check out this shit I picked up from during town. From seemingly nowhere, Zdrada produced the small cactus from earlier and loves it underarm to Malina, who barely managed to cut it on time. Careful, the little bastard almost as big as you are. I figured you'd be a perfect match for each other, seeing as the rest of us are living and taking charge with your sitting here, dry as a desert. Go back to hell and leave me in peace. Malina chucks the cactus into the empty trash bin, where the container shatters, sending stray clouds of dirt and shards of pottery flying. Hey, what the fuck? I lifted that thing for you. Cry me a river. Zdrada grimaces and turns away, kicking open the back door as she returns to her bungalow. You can hear her clicking her fingers as she goes, attempting to conjure a light for a new cigarette. You hope she won't burn the ramshackle building down, but are too far gone yourself to do anything about it. You leave Malina to her games and slouch upstairs to bed. Zdrada and Taker's affection increase by 1. Select your character. Okay. Next one is Azazel. But that's all the time I have for today. Thank you everybody for watching. I hope you have a blast. I was the Los Chevalier, signing out. Bye bye.